back. Today, this is going to be an episode, if I can do it, you can do it. And we're going to talk about the dreaded chicken wing. That is, after contact, your leading elbow flails out to the side. So if you're righty, you're contacting and you're going all like this, I don't know what you're doing. Now, there's a few things you're going to need to follow along with my exercises, pretty much all of which you're probably going to have in your bag. You're going to need a short iron. I have a 9 in my hand. You're going to need a putter, preferably not a long belly putter or a sweeper, and a wood or a hybrid or a long iron, whatever you're choosing. And this is the best dollar I ever spent for warming up, drills, exercises, keeping yourself loose. And this particular drill is a swing weight donut. You can pick them up pretty much at any Golf Galaxy, Golfsmith, whatever, about $1 or $2. Lastly, or I should say second to last, a light dumbbell. This is 3 pounds. I'll show you what I want you to do with that at the end. And finally, you're going to need a snazzy hat because it's bright out and I can't see anything. I don't know if you have one of these, but you better get one, because if not, you're going to be stuck with the chicken wing forever. I'm just kidding. If you do what I tell you, you should be good. So let's start with the putter. Okay, now I'm going to do this as though I was right-handed. When you're putting as a righty, you're going back and you're going forth, okay? Now, the key to all this, okay, the key here is that with this chicken wing fix is to keep this leading elbow, if you're looking at me as a mirror, I'm lefty, you're righty, keep this elbow locked throughout the whole swing. Because essentially your swing is just, think about the club head, is just a circle, a radius around your body, okay? It should not move off plane. So it should not come in, should not go further out. It should be on plane. So there's no difference from this to this. So your arm stays as straight as you can make it. If you look at Tiger Woods, his elbow is locked. Now, not all of you have the advantages I have, where I was born with a disability that forces my elbow to lock. In fact, if I give you a down the line look, you're going to see that it actually hyperextends a little bit. So you're going to see it, my elbow, my shoulder, my left shoulder is not going to eclipse it. Now, you don't need to go that extreme. Again, that's just the way I was made. But that disables me, literally, from chicken winging it. So it's hard for me to understand, or when I see it occur, it's hard for me to understand how people that chicken wing actually do it. Okay, so try these things and maybe you can have a nice release and keep that arm straight. So anyway, with this club, I want you to grab it only with your leading arm. I'll do it for you righties. I just want you to go like this and feel what your left elbow feels like when it's straight. Okay, your wrist is locked. You're not hinging your wrist either way like this. You're keeping the wrist locked and you're swinging through. Okay. Now, after you get that down, go to, a 9 iron, a pitching wedge, maybe even an 8 iron. Okay. Now you're going to do the same thing, and you're going to swing, and you're not going to break that elbow. But what you're going to do is you're going to go to about 3 to 9 o'clock. For your righties, you're going to go 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And the key here is to start small, okay? So you're going to go basically 7 to 4 and build your way up. And as you build your way up, just turn on the backswing, turn your wrist, keep this locked, And as you come through, this is going to be locked also. Okay, there's no difference. So then after you get to the point where you're at 3 and 9 o'clock, okay, basically all you're going to do is rest your right hand for you righties, or your left hand for us minority lefties. The back hand, you're just going to rest it on there, okay? This hand does nothing. I mean, there's one-handed golfers out there that use their leading arm to do all the work, okay? And there's none of this. Like I said, I don't know how you guys do that. So anyway, just put your arm on there and then continue it, okay? So as you're actually doing this drill with one hand, just start to follow it with your back hand, your lower hand, non-glove hand, and then just grab the club, okay? Now, as you do this, just see what I'm doing here. I'm not doing this. There's no more pulling, there's no more breaking in the elbow, because I've learned, or you do this over and over and over, okay? You're not going to do this overnight. It's going to take some practice, a little bit of getting used to. But I've learned that there's no way I can continue the pendulum, okay? There's no way I can continue this pendulum if I go like that. So then, what you can do, if you have a donut, and here I have a Railer hybrid. If you have a donut, put the donut on there, okay? And the same thing. Start small. You can put both hands on it, or you can do one hand, although it's a little heavier. But at this point, you should be familiar with just that motion, that nice, easy motion, okay? What you're probably trying to do when you bring this elbow out is you're probably trying to muscle it. I don't want you to muscle anything. The club's going to do the work, okay? So basically, do the same thing and work your way into a full swing, okay, with the donut on there. And what that donut is actually going to do is it's going to help to pull your arm. When you release here, it's going to help the centrifugal force of this donut. It's going to help pull your arm straight, which is what you want to do. You don't want that chicken wing. So as you just go back and forth, feel the weight. Pull your gloved hand out, pulling your elbow straight, okay? That's why I always say to pull through the ball, pull through the shot, okay? Now lastly, you're gonna get a little dumbbell, right? So if you're not, if you don't have a snazzy hat and you're not outside, and you don't have all kinds of room to be swinging clubs around in your house, there's an easy way to mimic that and to strengthen that elbow. So what you do is you grab the dumbbell just as you would a club. So you can put your thumb down the line, or you can put it around it like this. Point is, once you take your address, take your stance, drop your hands like you would. This one can just stay on your side, wherever you want to put it. And all I want you to do is go from here out to here. So it's just like shoulder raise. But what you're going to make sure that you do is keep pointing your thumb out and down the target line. So make believe your thumb is the shaft of the club, right? So what that's going to do is when you get to this point, you see how that's hyperextended? I mean, obviously maybe you want to be more like that, but you're not going to be wanting to do this. There's no way, if you take this weight and you maintain the plane, there's no way that you can end up out like this. I mean, well, maybe I look ridiculous as it is, but I can't even, I mean, when I do this, my whole body tilts this way, I get all out of whack. So you want to keep your body steady and just keep that elbow locked out. And just keep doing this. Feel this weight. Feel the burn.